You saying why he don't want a woman his age? Raise your hand if you want some 60-year-old. Nobody. Of course I want. You think I work this motherfucking hard to be some 60-year-old? No. I want to reap the rewards of my business. I want to listen, bro. Y'all women got a marketing problem, and I keep telling y'all this.
Yo.
Well, think about this for a second. Barack Obama, at whatever the age he is, regardless of whether we agree with his politics or not, he can get any chick on the fucking planet, and he got to deal with this unruly, crazy woman every day. So you're telling me, because he's doing it because he have to. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
You're telling me that he prefers to deal with Michelle?
And she look like a skeleton right now.
I ain't going into that. I ain't doing that shit. I'm just saying. Listen to what y'all doing.
I think Barack deals with Michelle because he's smart about his image.
No, it's duty. He's married.
It's not because he wants to.
His wife.
Those fellas are in love.
He's a successful man who's protecting his image, which is all we're talking about here.
I believe they're secretly divorced.
We don't know that.
No, that's still his wife. He's going to love and care for her, but he has to do it because of duty. And if you get divorced, that would destroy his whole legacy. We do higher status guys usually do things out of duty instead of just off of emotions.
All we know is
We don't know
my point is that most of y'all have the personality and you grow to be a Michelle. You grow annoying.
Ooh.
You grow to be a headache. You grow to be annoying. We don't want to hear that.
Anton, they have always been annoying, but now they face card.
And y'all got carpal tunnel too.
Listen, women, y'all have always been annoying. Ty, you have always been annoying to your man. But when you turn 70 and you don't look like that no more, listen, I don't want to hear that when you all wrinkled up. Some of y'all cannot afford to be annoying. That's why the ugly chicks that's cool be fucking y'all niggas, because they know what they face card can handle. Y'all age out and forget that you ain't that bad no more.
Nah, y'all.
Ooh.
That's why.
Bro, this man cooking, bro.
You're funny too, Kay.
Now they want to.
Yo, you say he funny because you cannot debate him on that. That's a fact.
They want us to tell them the thing that they want to hear. We need to be pandering right now. They don't want us to tell them the truth.
Fine, yeah, I wouldn't.
We were together for 3 years.
I wouldn't.
I think y'all missing the point.
Some dudes got women who they been
point.
I wouldn't do
Some
it.
dudes got women who they been fucking on for 10 plus years with no commitment. They want to call them a girlfriend. They want to call them a mistress or nothing. Just a fuck. You a fucking nut rag, okay? A lot of y'all
And probably push one of the secret babies out.
So if she's a known hoe, would you be surprised?
She's not a known hoe.
She's an OnlyFans hoe. So if she's a known hoe and you saw a known hoe, would you be surprised a year later she comes and tries to?
I would be very surprised.
No, I wouldn't be surprised, but if I pay it.
She try to get money. I mean, she's a known hoe.
Listen, you can be a whore with morals. In fact,
A hoe with morals? Are you serious right now?
Time out. I was out this before. It ain't the hoes that be fucking people over. It be y'all that be cosplaying as good girls that be fucking the niggas over.
Yeah. Wait. So we don't see. Wait. So these athletes that get baby mamas by OnlyFans hoes, stripper hoes.
Yeah.
We've seen that repeatedly in this cycle of what we're in. So you're telling me if you have OnlyFans hoes that's willing to do anything for $1, you wouldn't be surprised she's gonna want more money from you in the future? Are you serious?
No, I wouldn't.
Hold on. Want more money doesn't make you a villain. Lying makes you the villain. That's the problem. Don't act like y'all anti-hoes don't be doing the same.
Facts.
That's not my point. No. I watched my mama take my dad to child support and ask for increase after increase after increase, and one shit happening.
Yep.
Okay? When nothing new happening, but she wanted more money. So don't act like y'all anti-hoes don't be moving the same fucking way.
That's not the point, 2K.
Y'all just
that's not the point.
50 million.
No, that's not the point. Granted, yes, hoes can come in any forms, nations, they be in churches, okay. But if you know this chick is a known hoe, she's okay moving for what she does for money. Why is it least surprisingly that she would look for more money down the line? Come on.
Whores.
Well, if you
I don't think women really was mad at Shannon Sharpe. We was disappointed that he got tricked by a teenager. That was my thing. I'm like, yo, like you're 56 and you let a 19-year-old trick you out of all these millions.
Okay, ditch out, baby daddy.
I don't handle baby daddy. Okay, but yeah, I would condemn those women too. I would condemn them too. Okay.
It's not that Shannon got tricked. The bitch lied. That's just
no, it wasn't.
That's not an elaborate. Listen, that's not an elaborate plan. It ain't like she told a nigga he knew. How the fuck?
Here's
the problem. See, my thing is Shannon Sharpe. He didn't pay her ass enough. $2,500 for a man of Shannon Sharpe's caliber. That's chump change. See, if he was giving her damn near $10,000 a month, we wouldn't be having this conversation, because he paid her the way she thinks her value is instead of the way he thinks her value is.
Do what you want to do, but it's okay to be smart about it. If you feel like you need a little 19-year-old with your 60-year-old self, cool. Find a 19-year-old that has a plan for herself, has something solid going on for her, somebody that will be a compliment to you. You risking it all for some loose OnlyFans pussy? That says more about you than the girl that you're dealing with, because she already. See, y'all not listening. You so quick to cut me off. I'm not saying that what she's doing is not wrong, because no, you shouldn't be finessing. You shouldn't be finessing. You shouldn't be trying to take advantage of men. But when you are a 19-year-old OnlyFans girl, your lifestyle is just that.
Yes.
Wait a second. I'm not done. How about that?
You came late.
I'm in a whole lot of nonsense. You
on CP time, though.
You should probably zip it yourself. But all I'm saying is, nobody is saying that Shannon is wrong for dealing with somebody that young. Yes, morally, it don't look good. It ain't a good look for him. He's a man of a certain caliber, a certain stature. You should be carrying yourself a certain type of way. I don't understand why that gets so much pushback. You should be wanting to protect yourself and your assets and everything else that comes with with who you are. So aligning yourself with a woman who is clearly a liability. She's not even a grown woman yet. You can't even take this girl for a drink. She's not even 21 years old yet. So you already know the only thing you got in common with her is if she find you attractive, if you find you, this is just dick and pussy shit. And if that is all it takes, for you to risk it all, no NDAs, no protection of yourself, nothing to make sure that you don't get taken advantage of the way that he did, then hey, that's on you. But you can't no, 2K, be quiet. Because all you do is cut people off and say the most egregious predatory.
Now you got on a blue hat. Come on. Finish up on.
I don't care. I'll let y'all sit here and say this goofy ass shit long enough. At the end of the day, Shannon Sharpe and other men of his caliber need to that shit long enough. At the end of the day, Shannon Sharpe and other men of his caliber need to protect themselves a lot better, because you know what's out here. You know these young girls have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Why are you even putting yourself on their radar like that? That's all I'm saying. The girl.
Three times.
Yeah, it ain't women though. You've been
like, why care that much about it? Why care that much?
Wait. Hold on. Let Michigan go, y'all. Michigan, then 2K.
Prove his innocence, and we're good.
See how she's still saying
don't. See how you doing? Because don't misconstrue my words. I said what the fuck I said.
Still saying
I said what I said, so don't say shit else.
But even if he proves himself innocent, damages is already done.
I said what the fuck I said. At the end of the day, I said what I said. So make sure that's what you say that I said before you say anything else.
Let's go to super chats.
No, we're not gonna just jump over and go to super chats.
But what else you gonna say? Because what I said is what I said, and what you saying is not what I said.
And I let her get her shit off, and that's cool. I don't, I'm cool with that.
I'm sure you are.
I'm cool with people having an opposite perspective.
I'm sure.
But the fact of the matter is, she condemned Jay-Z.
I didn't.
I'm still saying what I'm saying.
And you're lying.
She condemned Jay-Z, and anybody that want to go back and watch it, y'all more than welcome to go and watch it. She condemned Jay-Z, and I said, "There's no way that we should be doing this because it's innocent, innocent until proven guilty." And even when we start getting the evidence, even when her own father said that didn't happen, even when we prove, right, and he had his people show in his timeline and he wasn't even there at the time, she never conceded. She never acknowledged that she was wrong.
That is not true. That is not true. You're lying right now. I was on the first show.
Why can't you control yourself?
Because you're lying.
Why can't you control yourself? When everybody else is speaking, you tell them to hold on.
You're lying. Don't lie.
You tell them to hold on. I'm lying in jazz.
No, you need to hold on.
They'll prove it on the tape.
You need to hold on.
Are you okay?
The first episode.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
The first episode that we came out, no, because I'm gonna run this down because I know what the fuck I said. Well, I'm gonna run this down. The very first episode that was said, when we first talked about it, when the whole Stacey thing came out, Q asked the question: "Raise your hand if you think that he's guilty." I went like this, and then I said, "Run it back if you think I'm not running shit back." And then I said, "I don't put it past him." I said, "Let's leave it open to prove his innocence because of who he is in proximity to, and because we know how dark the industry can get. We don't know. Leave it open." That next show, that next week, I wasn't even on there. Y'all followed up about that conversation. I wasn't even on the panel to say anything. Y'all was all in the chat. Where's Jazz? I need Jazz to come out and say this and that. I wasn't even on there to speak my piece. So that's why I said stop lying on me, gang. Because you're not remembering shit correctly.
Like I said,
so
nobody said that.
I thought he did it too.
No. Hold on,
No. So don't.
Nobody said that she was on the next show.
Don't sit here and condemn me. I was not on the next show after y'all followed up after that.
Okay, cool.
So
you just proved something that I never said.
And I wasn't there. I wasn't
there. Nobody said that you was on the next show.
I'm not gonna allow you to speak if you're gonna lie on my name, bro.
What are you talking about? I'm allowed. No. Hold on.
You've been on him. You said I condemned him.
Let's be clear. I'm allowing you to say everything that you want to say because I am not trying to censor anybody, and I'm not trying to mute you. But at the same time, you can't tell me that you're not going to allow me to speak. I could talk whenever I want.
I'm not going to allow you to lie on me, Anton.
And this is my panel. And so in the same way that you talking and that I'm being quiet when you talking, if you disagree with me, then you disagree with me. But I'm not going to stop saying what I got to say just because you decide that you want to get your shit off. Here's the fact of the matter. And if I'm wrong, then they can go back and roll the tape and they can go and prove me wrong. I never said that you was back on the panel the next week. I never said that. What I said was that you never acknowledged, and you didn't, that you never acknowledged that you were wrong because you were arguing against Jay-Z and you were basically condemning him in the court of public opinion. And we had this passionate debate. And I was saying, no, we cannot just condemn him because it is innocent until proven guilty. And then we came back with more evidence. At no point in the future did you ever acknowledge that you was wrong and that you basically was condemning another man.
First of all, I was never wrong.
That did not deserve to be thrown under the bus. And that's exactly what you did. So I'm not going to mute you. I'm not going to get into no spat with you. You said what I said. You said what you said. And that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool. I didn't say anything.